Welcome to the shenanigans, everybody. Welcome to Everyday KT number 163. And today, we're going to talk about something great and crappy all at the same time. It's what happens when you stop living someone else's dream. When you start living for yourself, start doing the stuff that you want to do, the stuff that you are happiest doing, and the stuff that you were meant to do. So, you finally stop saying yes to everybody. And you start telling people no. Saying, no, I'm not going to be that. No, I really don't like spinach. No, country's just not my thing. Or whatever else it is. It could be something as silly as those, but it could be something very, very serious, very significant. Sometimes life-changing. So you finally get to that point in your life, you're like, you know what? I am going to be my own person. I'm going to do the things that I want to do, and I'm going to live the life that I am most comfortable living. For some people, it doesn't really change, their life doesn't change a whole hell of a lot. For others, it's like multiple 360s in a whirlwind all at once. And they come out the other side something completely different than what they went in. It happens. I started my journey of self-discovery, if you will. I don't know, I slapped on my first kilt and I thought, wow, this feels awesome. This is cool. I enjoy this. I like this. That was somewhere between 12 and 15 years ago. And only in the past 6-8 months have I gotten to the point where I'm like, you know what? This isn't just about me anymore, because I can do my own thing all day long. There are thousands, if not millions, of other people who have the same issues, the same kind of mental blocks that I had. So I happen to like talking to people, so here I am. So you stop living for other people. You stop trying to fulfill their dreams through you. You no longer allow them to live vicariously through you. What happens? Well, I'll give you the bad first, because I can always put the cherry on top at the end, and it'll make it all sound good. So what happens is, generally, if you're someone who is very giving, very accommodating, very, giving was the right word. That was a very giving person. You probably did a hell of a lot of things for a hell of a lot of people and did an awful lot of stuff that you had to bust your ass, go way out of your way, got nothing for it. So the people that had come to rely on you, and pretty much you're their go-to for everything, whether you like it or not, and you start telling them, well, no, I can't do whatever it is, this thing, because I've got my own shit to do. Well, some of those people are going to think you're basically become an asshole. And that's fine. Others are going to be confused. Others are going to get very mad because you're no longer their default go-to for everything. So you're going to piss off some people. You're going to get some people upset, angry, and confused all at the same time. That is going to happen. There is a silver lining to this, though, because what that does is that tells you who your true friends are. Because if you're one of those very giving types of people, it is a certainty that people have been taking advantage of you over your lifetime. When you stop letting that happen, those people get pissed. Because they're no longer in control. They no longer have a permanent built-in minion who does whatever they want. So you now become your own person. They get pissed. They're bullshit. Then they have to do all that stuff that you did for them on their own, which they may not even know how to do. So that is going to happen. You have to be careful of that and be prepared for it, because some of these people might be family or friends. So be prepared for unhappiness coming towards you, because you have decided that you are not that thing that these people wanted. They wanted I'll use myself as an example way back when, like years and years. I was on track. I was going to college. I had a good job. I was on course to get, I got a degree in marketing. So Several people thought I was going to be the khakis, belt, white shirt, tie, go get an office job, becoming a CEO or a upper level something or other. Well, that didn't happen because I've never been that kind of person. The fit into the mold and punch the clock and do what everybody else does. That's just never been my thing. So, lo and behold, the whole kilt thing started. And I started down that path of realizing that I can go back to what I was in high school, kind of a, well, no, actually not even high school. Whole new thing, where I knew that I could do things, and I knew I could talk well and communicate with people, or could speak well and communicate with people effectively, and use that to my benefit, my advantage, while helping them. So I started doing that, and people got pissed, and people didn't like that, and people didn't like me for that, and I'm no longer associated with those people in any way, shape, or form. That will happen to pretty much anybody who follows this path. So the silver lining, like I said, is that you no longer have to deal with these people. They probably have been a drain on your life. You probably have cursed their existence in under your breath or over several beverages to some of your closer friends or just random people. So they've self-selected themselves to exit your life, which is good because you don't need to deal with asshats on a regular basis because it drains you of your energy. It drains you of your will to do a damn thing at all. It will crush your soul. So, you've already dealt with all of the unhappy, angry people using you for what you are and what you can do. Okay, they're gone. Now for the good stuff. What happens when you start living your own life? First and foremost, you are definitely, by every account possible, happier. Because you are no longer doing stupid shit for people that are taking advantage of you. You are doing things that you like. And you're not under pressure to satisfy someone else's preconceived notion of what your life should be. So you're out there doing your thing, you're having a good time. And having a good time does not mean going to the bar. Having a good time means doing the thing that you like. I am having a good time right now because I enjoy talking to you. Even though I'm not sitting there with a studio audience, which would be really cool, but that's in the future. I enjoy this, so I am having a good time right now. For you, having a good time, it could be on a horse ranch. It could be teaching third grade reading. It could be astrophysics. I don't know. It could be any number of things, but it's your thing. So do it. Go enjoy it. Be awesome at it. Have a good time. And go kick ass. So, okay, no asshats, and you're having a good time. What else happens? Okay, so you're out there, you're free from the shackles of stupidity and asshattery, which is awesome because those things hurt like a son of a bitch. And you're finally found your voice, be it a verbal voice, a mechanical voice, a hands-on voice, whatever the thing is you do to express yourself. In any professionally, personally, astrophysically, whatever. That should have been metaphysically, not astrophysically. Anyway, whatever that is, you now have the ability to focus more on the things that you want to do. You're able to focus those energies on the things that are good in your life, the things that you enjoy, the things that you feel most fulfilled by accomplishing. You like building houses, and you just built this beautiful house for this family who'd never had one. That's awesome. Did you just volunteer at a food shelter and feed 250 people in the middle of February? That's awesome. The fulfilling feeling you get when you're doing the thing that you love is unparalleled in almost every way that I can come up with. That being said, true love, well, that's a whole different animal. I'm not getting into that because either you got it or you don't, and when you do, I hope you realize it, because if you do and you screw it up and then you don't and then you realize it after the fact, it's bad. I mean, go watch The Princess Bride. You'll totally understand. So now you're doing all these awesome things and you're being fulfilled personally. What happens is that when you get to that point where you have reached a point in your life where you're not only doing the thing that you love, and you have grown beyond the negatives that were part of what you previously were doing, other people will find that. And most people find that attractive. And I'm not talking sexually most of the time. I'm talking in that people are attracted to confidence and are attracted to people who are self-fulfilled. Meaning, if you exude happiness, if you exude energy, brightness, a sense of fulfillment, a sense of accomplishment, if you exude that which they desire, they want to be near you and they want to be around you. And in going through this trial where you have removed yourself from those who control you, you will be able to tell who just wants you because you're another piece on their chessboard, and those who actually want to be your friends and colleagues because they too either have what you have and they are fulfilling themselves and they are confident in themselves and they're succeeding, or they want to. They see that spark in you, in your work, in your eyes, in your energy, and they're like, I want that. I want what that person has because I want to be like that person. That person is happy, they seem fulfilled, they have confidence, and they're not afraid. You know, their self-esteem on the 1 to 10 meter is set at like 350 times 2. At least. That's a big number. Especially when it only goes to 10. Even Spinal Tap only went to 11. So, when your self-worth, your value of your own personal time and energy is that high, people are attracted to that. They want that. They want more of what you have. They want to hear what you have to say. They want to be around you. And what that does is that replaces your previous circle of influence of people who were controlling, were maybe a pain in the ass most of the time. They were trying to get something from you without giving back. They were trying to turn you into their vision of reality. And now you have people that not only enjoy your company, but they support you. And they support you in the fact that they want to learn from you or they want to help you grow as an individual because they're either ahead of you on this same path or they haven't reached where you are. But you're all on the same path. You're all trying to reach a state of fulfillment, of personal satisfaction where you are confident in what you do, you are happy doing what you do, and you're not burdened by people who are negative, controlling, and angry. Because you now have found your voice, you've found your passion, and you're not afraid to stick to it. That is why you need to, that is where all of this goes, and all of this comes from. That's the silver lining, and the beauty of finding your own inner confidence. And for me and a lot of people, it started with something as trivial as changing their clothes. I put on a kilt and went to Walmart instead of my jeans. Stood out like a sore thumb, but you know what? That was fine. Over the years, it's gone from a literal translation to a metaphorical translation where my whole thing of be strong, put a kilt on is not literally go buy a kilt, wear it. Be strong, put a kilt on means simply this. Find your inner strength, your inner confidence, your inner you. Use that to develop your ability to have confidence in yourself, to exude that energy, that spark, and that passion for the thing that you truly love. And do not let others who don't like it, wish to control it, or in some other way wish to influence your life in a negative manner, don't let them affect you. Let that roll right off. It just in one ear and out the other. Don't let it take over. That's what be strong, put a kilt on means. It means don't take any shit from people. It means you find your light, find your passion, find your confidence, build it to the point where you can do the things that you want to do and you can live the life you want to live, and then go find other people who do the same thing. It's extremely simple in theory. It's extremely difficult in practice. It takes a long time, and it does take a very thick skin because you are going to affect people that you thought were friends, that are friends, that may have been friends since childhood, maybe even family. It's going to affect them because you're going to change. First, it's going to be mentally. Then it's going to be physically, because mentally you're going to build up that strength, that fortitude as your self-esteem increases and you become more confident in yourself. And once you've reached that point in your mind where you are confident in everything you do, your body is going to show that. I mean, you're not going to turn into the Hulk or anything, most likely, but you're going to walk taller. You're going to look more confident. You're going to look more sure of yourself, because you are. You know, the slouching wallflower is going to go away, and you're going to become the person that people want to talk to. And it's not because you're doing anything different or anything special. You're just confident in yourself. And that's the whole key here. That is what happens when you stop worrying about people and you start living your life for you. You become a badass. End of discussion right there. You become a badass because everybody wants to hang out with a badass, and every single badass is confident, sure of themselves. Their self-esteem is off the scale, and people either want to be them or be with them. And once you get to that point, it's going to be you. It takes time, it takes a hell of a lot of work, and it does take pissing people off. But that's what's going to happen when you stop living your life for other people. So do that. Get out there. Reading some notes here. Yeah, Brian, you're right. Brian nailed it right there. Like I said, people get pissed off at you. When they see your success, because you're confident, they see that as competition. They become assholes themselves. And they do everything to cut you down. Don't let that happen. Remember, it's an opinion. Everybody has one. They all stink. Fact. Do not let that shit get to you. Because the minute you let them in, you go all the way back to the front of the very beginning of this journey. Don't let that happen to you. Be that badass that you want to be, you know. And we're not even talking the Harley wearing, leather jacket wearing anything. Just have confidence in yourself. Be able to stand there and saying, this is who I am, this is what I do, and if you don't like it, go piss off. Simple. So I don't want to keep rattling on about this because all of you have a Saturday night to go shenaniganize and to go live your own lives for who you are. So somebody give me a kiltology while I finally got my hands on some scotch. Thank you, Michael. Thank you very much. I toast your smart assery. It's very well timed. So Chris swings in. Volume 1. So he wants some of the old stuff. Kiltology. It's over on Amazon. Hopefully it's something to do with today because this is a pretty heady subject. So, this has, it happened again. This is awesome. This is quite possibly the best example in here that's not actually philosophical of what I've been talking about today. Kiltology number 28, for those of you who are playing at home. Walking into a strip club wearing a kilt may have the same effect on you as if you walked into a dog pound for aggressive dogs with a bloody T-bone steak wrapped around your junk. Every dog wants the steak. What does that mean? Very simple, and it is actually from experience, not bullshit. Way back in the day, the Tulsa Scottish Club had an auction. And the members of the Scot Club would auction themselves off as a fundraiser for, I think it was either the Scot Club or the Scottish Festival. I don't remember which one. It was many years ago. So everybody's auctioning off themselves. There's a plumber, an electrician, and all these other services. And I'm not any of those things, so I'm like, you know what, screw it. I know how to drive. So I got my full Prince Charlie on. For those of you who don't know, that's the full formal Scottish, traditional, formal regalia. It's the jacket with the vest and the fancy shoes and all that other crap. And I got up on the auction block. Well, I was bought for $30 by a bachelorette party because somebody decided that I was going to be the last one to be sold at a bar at night during one of their busy nights. So everybody was already drunk by the time I got up there. Nobody had any money left. So I wound up being the driver for a bachelorette party. Fast forward to the bachelorette party night. I show up at their place to pick them up, and they're having their previous entertainment had not finished. So I waited outside. They all crawled into the car, and they fought for a good 10 minutes on where to go, and they wound up saying, night trips. So, night trips it was. Which is, for those of you who live in Tulsa, Oklahoma, or haven't been there, was, at the time, the best spot in town for adult entertainment. I don't know what it is now. I haven't been there in 4 years. So, everybody goes in, and I go in, and I'm like, you know what, this is what I'm just going to walk in, sit down by the bar, and drink water until they decide to leave. Get in there, and lo and behold, it's one of my fraternity brothers' birthday, and I'd been there for all of 3 seconds, and then people realized that because it's dark in there, nobody could see me. Well, they realized what I was wearing, and all of a sudden I had 2/3 of the employees trying to get me to get a lap dance from them, or buy me a drink, or whatever the hell else they were trying to do. All with no success because I was working. I was driving for the girls at the bachelorette party. Come to find out, that fraternity brother of mine, it was his birthday. So what do? I asked one of the girls, I'm like, okay, I need the most beautiful woman here to give that guy a lap dance. And I want you to play Stairway to Heaven. All of it. I tried Alice's Restaurant, and they said, hell no. So Stairway to Heaven, which is like 8-something minutes long. Okay, go. And for the entire rest of the night that I was there, this is what happened. At least a quarter of the people working there, I mean, mind you, it was a weekend night, and we're talking about female strippers, dancers, entertainers, whatever the hell you want to call them, trying to get me to entertain them in some way. More than one of them tried to get up my kilt in every fashion they could possibly imagine. And didn't have any beverages that night, so I was stone cold sober. I'm like, nope, not happening. No. If I went up on the pole and danced, I could have probably made more than half the people working there. And but I didn't. So, lo and behold, what happens? The universe smacks me in the face because I've come to find out that the girl who wound up going up and trying to, I paid to give this my fraternity brother a lap dance, wound up being his ex-girlfriend from college. They sat on the damn couch for half an hour, no dance, and we all left. So, moral of the story, I don't remember. But going to a strip club in a kilt will get you more attention than damn near anyone else in the place. And it doesn't matter what kind of strip club, it doesn't matter who you are or how you're wearing your kilt. It just happens. And how does that apply to everything we've been talking about today? Wearing the kilt, especially to a strip club, knowing what kind of place that is, you gotta have balls. Male or female, it does not matter. You gotta have some big honking balls to do that. Which means confidence, which means shit tons of self-esteem, and not caring what other people think. Because everybody there is going to see you, everybody there is going to know you were there. So just go and have a good time for the hell of it, and just make it happen. So with that, I bid you adieu. Go have some fun, shenanigans, and I will see you tomorrow. Remember, always, be strong, put a kilt on. And I am going to post this up to YouTube tonight. So if you're not subscribing to my YouTube channel, the link is in my bio on this page on Facebook. Go find it over on YouTube. I think it's at kiltrock. And subscribe to my channel. I need 10 more subscribers, and I can actually set it up with my everyday KT name. So it would be awesome. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have fun tonight. No, Michael. Okay, for those of you who are still here, do not shoot scotch. Scotch is a sipping beverage. If you can shoot it, it's not scotch. Don't forget that.